Mommy, Mottanni, Mottanni, Mottanni. Mommy, Mottanni, Mottanni, Mottanni.
Dare to dream, dare to think, dare to believe, dare to work. Only then do you achieve. Mottanni signing on. To be angry is easy, but to be angry at the right person, at the right time, to the right degree, and for the right reason is what makes it not easy. Top of the morning from the busiest street in the Northwest region, Commercial Avenue, Bamenda. For the next 60 minutes, my goal here is to keep you going, keep that fire burning within you, so you never give up on that thing, that goal, that vision that keeps you working while others are asleep. That thing that you believe deep in your gut you can make it happen or make it better. I will attempt to do so in words, music and poetry. Only on FM 98.5, Dream FM, the radio for peace and development. Man in the 1001 buttons on the panel mixer, I call him the indefatigable Toe Clinton. And ladies and gentlemen, at our commercial desk we have our Citadel, and for general supervision, station boss, real our Mika Power, Ram. And on the MIC, you can call me your motivational speaker, you can call me your corporate trainer, you can also call me your poet, Tani D. Awa, aka Mottanni. Welcome back once more, top of the afternoon from Commercial Avenue, Mottanni, your motivational program. We start today. Remember last week we are still on the Dream series, which has to do with giving you those tips that will help you keep pushing forward. Those tips that will help you achieve that goal, that task, that dream that you believe deep in your gut that you are supposed to make it happen. And we did that for the past editions. We did that by interpreting each of the letters of the word dream. We always say that D means dedication, R is responsibility, E is education, A is attitude, and M is motivation. Letting you know that in order to achieve that goal, that dream, that task that seems very difficult, you need to get yourself dedicated to it. You need to take responsibility for making it happen. You need to get the right education that will help you solve that problem, help you solve that challenge, help you achieve that particular skill that you need. You need to build the right attitude, and also from day to day you have to get yourself motivated and wake yourself up and push yourself towards achieving that goal. We have talked about what it means to be dedicated to your dream. We've talked about also what it means to be responsible for your dream. We also talked about what it means to get education for your dream. That is what we tackled last edition. So ladies and gentlemen, this edition, as the Creator will have it, we are going to be talking about what it means to build an attitude that will push you towards your dream. What it means to build that winning attitude that will push you towards your dream. We will talk about that, and if we have a little more time, we'll also talk about what it means, what are the tips you can use to keep yourself motivated, even when things are not moving the way you planned them to be, even when things are not going your way, even when it seems like all hope is lost, it seems like there is no silver lining at the end of the rainbow. How do you get yourself motivated to get up each day, dress up, and go out and keep fighting for your dream? So we are tackling attitude and maybe what it means to be motivated today on the program Mottanni on FM 98.5. But before then, ladies and gentlemen, I would like us to maybe visit our turntables. We'll get the first track, and it's from our own I always call him Robert Kelly. It's R. Kelly. He said, I believe I can fly. Because to achieve your dream, what you definitely need is to believe you can. That is the first step. The ability to do comes from you realizing that you can do. If you think you can't or you can, you're right. Let's get to R. Kelly and get I Believe I Can Fly from our DJ. Savo this.
I used to think that I could not go on, and life was nothing but an awful song. And now everlasting arms, if I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. See, I was on the verge of breaking down. Sometimes silence can seem so loud. There are miracles in life I must.
Yes, sometimes it seems like giving up. Sometimes it feels like it is not going to go the way you plan. Sometimes you feel like dying. Sometimes you feel like, I don't know why I'm living. Can that just take me? R. Kelly is telling you, you need to hold on and believe you can fly. Believe you can make it, because every long day has an end.
there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Oh, I believe I can fly. Hey, 'cause I believe in
I believe in you. I believe I can fly because I believe in you. Remember, we are each of us an angel and can only fly while holding each other. So you have to believe first that you can do it. Believe first that you can accomplish that task. Believe first that you can finish that thing that looks difficult. Believe first that you can achieve your dreams. Believe first that you can be an entrepreneur, an outstanding one. Believe first that you can be a motivational speaker, an award-winning one. Believe first that you can be that great parent or that great daughter or son. Believe first, then you will achieve. That is something we call it the prerequisite of achievement is belief. First believe, then you will be able to achieve. Without belief, it will be difficult to take that first step. It will be challenging to even wake up on days when you don't feel as to. But if you have that belief buried deep down within you, no matter the obstacles, you will keep your eyes fixed on whatever you want to do, on that goal, on that dream, on that task, so that you can take it to completion, or you can bring it to fruition, or you can bring it from the thought world to the real world. Because that is your dream. You alone have to take responsibility. You alone have to get the right education that you will need to bring it to reality. Let's get down to attitude. I think that is the fourth letter of the word dream. D-R-E-A. Yes, D-R-E-A. The fourth letter of the word dream has to do with attitude. And we're talking about it, and we said that for you to achieve your dream, you have to be able to cultivate the right attitude. Nobody is born with the best attitude. The beautiful thing about it is, day in, day out, you must learn to cultivate it. You must learn to build that right attitude. What I'll tell you here is, look at most of the words you look at. If you look at the word power, if you take the English alphabet from A to Z, and let's say you label the first letter A1 and you label the last letter Z 26, then go to the word power. On each letter, write its corresponding letter, its corresponding number of it corresponds to on that alphabet. Then you will see, when you do that, you will see that you will not get 100%, letting you know that you might have the power, but you might not be able to achieve that goal, that task, or that dream. If you take education, you have A, B, C, D, E. E is the fifth letter of the alphabet. If you begin with E, you write 5 under E. Then with D, that is 4, you write 4. In the end, if you sum up the numbers under each of the letters under the word education, you will still see that you will still not get 100%, letting you know that, okay, you may get the right education, you may get the most expensive education, you may get that particular skill that you need to achieve your dream, but there is still something you will need that will help you achieve that dream faster, and that will keep you going even when it's not moving. Look at the word knowledge. K. If you look at those letters on the word knowledge and you write their corresponding numbers on the alphabet, then you add all of them, you will still not get 100%. There is just one word that if you, on each of its letters, write the corresponding number of the alphabet, then you sum them up, and it will give you 100%. It is attitude. It is the word attitude, letting you know that with the right attitude, you will be able to achieve your dream. With that right attitude, it is that right attitude that even those who are not as good as you are making it more than you. It is that right attitude that they have that are enabling them to make it more than you. It is that right attitude that even those who produce less or far inferior goods to yours are selling more than you. It is that right attitude that they have that even those who do not have much feel happier and look happier than you will have plenty. So building the right attitude is utterly essential for achieving your dream. You must build that right attitude. The right attitude is the positive one. The right attitude is the positive one. You must build it in order to achieve your dream. How do we build that positive attitude? Tip number 1, suggestion number 1. Do not judge each day by the weather. Do not judge each day by the weather. Most of us are used to the fact that if we are still in the house, let's say early in the morning, and it starts raining at around 5 a.m., we know that okay, that day is bad. That day is totally spoiled. There's nothing we can do to make it better. That is, you're already judging the day by the weather. Some of us, when we go to our business sites, when we go to our workplace, then suddenly before 12 o'clock it starts raining. We just know that okay, the day don't spoil and spoil so. That means we are judging the day by the weather. But mind you, that same day you're judging as being spoiled, I will bet you have come across the fact that a day that seems like the worst day for you, and a friend of yours is telling you that today was the best day of my life. Letting you know that it is your impression of the day that made it the way it was to you. So, learn not to judge each day by the weather. And how do you not judge each day by the weather? How can you get to not judge each day by the weather? There are things you can change. There are things you cannot change. The ones you can change, master the courage and change them. The ones you cannot change, accept them for what they are and move ahead. For example, we are in a rainy season. When it rains, is it not something normal? Why do you sigh or hiss or curse when it rains? Why do you waste time on that? It is a normal thing that it's going to rain in the rainy season. Even in the dry season it does. So when it does that, why do you waste your time sighing, cursing, or even hissing? Just because the normal nature has taken its course. Just wait. Why do you frown your face? Frowning your face will it stop the rain from falling? No, it won't. It won't. So, learning to not judge each day by the weather, and another way you can use to avoid judging a day by the weather is to plan your day the day before. Plan your day the day before. Before you go to bed the day before, write out everything you are supposed to do the next day. That will help you not be disturbed without waiting. And as we always talk about the season, for you to draw your program, put rain for inside. Put rain for the timetable, because like you and nature and like season, you get fulfilled. So plan your day the day before. Before going to bed, just write out the essential things you would like to do the next day. Write them out, and throughout the night while you're sleeping, your subconscious will be waiting and putting things in place. And even if you get up at 5 o'clock and it's raining, you really know what you're supposed to do for that day, and you find a way to get it done. But if you're waiting to get up at 5 and plan your day and it starts raining, I bet you will not even feel like getting up. You will not even get up. And at the end of the day, that day has been wasted. Not because of the weather, but because of your inability to understand that nature is nature and it must take place when it is time. So remember the rule number 1. In order to build a winning attitude, you must not judge each day by the weather. You must not judge each day by the weather. Rule number 2 What do you do in order to build a winning attitude so that it can help you achieve your task for the day, achieve your goals for the day, achieve your visions, your mission, or your dream? Rule number 2 says you should learn to look for the good both in people and situations. Learn to look for the good in every person and in every situation. In every situation, no matter how bad it looks, there is a good in it. There's a lesson you can learn from it, and that lesson is a good thing that you learn. In every person, no matter how bad that person is, there is something good you can learn from that person. So always try to tilt your mind and focus on, okay, this person is a terrible person. What is that good thing that I can learn from him or her? Try to look for it. You must orientate your mind towards that direction, to look for the good in every person. Then in any situation that occurs to you, try also to look for the good in it. The Chinese spelling for the word crisis has 2 characters. One of the characters spells danger, and the other character spells opportunity. That is to let you know that in every situation, no matter how bad, especially like what we are facing now in the Northwest and the Southwest containing the crisis, there are always opportunities in it. So make up your mind that you're going to look for that opportunity and use it to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. I bet you, as this crisis has been going on, there are some people who have become totally broke and they don't have enough to feed their families. But there are others who were broke before the crisis, but they become rich, not necessarily because they are exploiting people, but because they are looking for the opportunities within the crisis in order to add value and in order to help solve people's problems. And with that, they have been able to make a living for themselves. It is no doubt that some people have used dubious means to become rich during this period, but not everybody. There are others who have they are taking out time to look for the opportunities in this, the good opportunities that they can use to add value to people, to give people hope. And by so doing, they have succeeded in making a living, and they are growing even in the crisis, because they have learned to look for the good in every situation and in every person. Learn to look for the good in every person and in every situation. That is one of the ways that will help you build a winning attitude. That is one of the techniques you can use to build a winning attitude. Let's get to our turntables now. Let's get to our turntables once more. Let's get We Need Peace by it's Alpha Beta Records. You have Mr. Leo. You have a bunch of them. Mr. Leo. You have, there are so many of them. It's a collabo of artists from Cameroon. Let's listen to We Need Peace. DJ, give us We Need Peace.
Hey. I know they see where we go, no future for leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah, les choses qui arrivent aux autres, comment déjà m'arriver? General. Guns everywhere. People don't care. Hey. Blood everywhere. We're living in fear. Le pays va mal, trop de problèmes, ça ne va pas. Oh, yeah. C'est pas le jadis d'histoire qu'on veut raconter à nos enfants.
On compte trop de larmes, on compte trop de drames. On perd trop nos proches, mais demain on se dit tout sera meilleur. On veut la paix, protégeons notre terre. Menons la main, sans les armes mes frères.
Together we stand, divided we fall. Maybe we should come together, talk the matter. Cause together we stand, divided we fall. But tomorrow
me the mic, yo. Economy is breaking down. Dead bodies on the street, bodies on the ground. People they enter so soon go when they hear the sound of AK-47. People they fear say ghosts don't enter town. A lot of innocent blood dripping, bullets everywhere. Better they tell my people put your lighters in the air. You wanna count how many people die, how many don't divide, how many know they go school again, how many migrate to survive.
Make you a politician, say make them create solution. We know one stay for bush no more. One come back for city, yeah. Picking them then out for local. We want make them go back for school. Loving your brother, loving your sister. Thing what we get for do.
Les enfants encore dit qui sème la guerre recolle de chaos. Des innocents sont sans vie sur le carreau. Parfois on pose des actes sans prendre conscience de leur impact. Arrêtons de ternir notre drapeau. Pourquoi vous aimez nuire? La solution ici mes frères ce n'est pas tout détruire. Vous qui recherchez gain de cause en commettant des crimes, sachez que même demain vos propres enfants seront des cibles.
Ooh, somebody come on me. Ooh, what I don't pass by me.
Baba God make you come to our rescue.
Na bush really go so.
Stormy weather on a sunny day. No more blood, we need a holiday. Such an abomination, what I'm feeling. If you kill them all, who gonna lead? Pourquoi croiser les bras, pourtant c'est vrai. Trouver la bonne solution, on peut le faire, oh ouais. Pourquoi détruire des sœurs et des frères? Nous on veut seulement la paix, la paix.
Il ne reste que les mots. Quand les actes remplacent l'entendement. Nouvelle du front, civil tué par balle par étranglement. Une chanson n'est pas un gilet par balle. Un mouvement neutralise, donc commençons par là. Ensemble on est fort et invincible. Nous sommes tous coupables et cibles. Le pays va mal, sinon on ne chanterait pas en tant qu'artiste mobilisé. Et le premier pas.
We need peace, we need peace, we need love, we need our community of Bamenda to become better, to grow better than it is now. We need that peace. We need it a lot, and it is in each and every one of us, and it's all left for us to bring it to fruition. We are still on FM 98.5 Dream FM, the radio for peace and development, and the program on air is Mottanni, your motivational talk show. Okay, we are on. How do we build a winning attitude? The third tip we'll give you to build that winning attitude, it is you need to learn in your life to greet people with enthusiasm. You need to learn to greet people with enthusiasm. What do I mean by this? Learn to greet people happily, because out of the abundance of your heart the mouth speaketh. If you want joy, you must learn to bring it out from your heart and give it to others. Get up in the morning. Don't waste up your time. Don't waste your time. If you feel like you don't want to greet, don't greet. Rather than greeting with a frowning face. If you feel like you don't want to greet, stay quiet. Rather than just passing your neighbor by and say morning. It is not something, it's not a law that you must greet your neighbor. So if you don't feel as to, then don't do it. Then when you feel as to, why not do it with joy? Why not do it with enthusiasm? Because many people yearn to see the day you have seen, but they did not. So learn to greet people well. Get up in the morning. Good morning to your neighbor, or top of the morning to your neighbor. And when somebody asks you to throughout during the day or early in the morning, how are you doing? Why don't you just take time out and tell them, I'm doing great, I'm doing fantastic, I'm doing super good, I am amazing. Some of you will think that okay, why do I say I am amazing when I am not? Is honesty not one of the most important virtues of life? When I'm feeling bad, why should I tell somebody I'm feeling great? Ladies and gentlemen, you are not lying to them, you are just telling them in advance what you will feel. And remember, whatever you tell in advance, most likely will come true. So, when somebody asks how are you, try as much as you can to tell them, okay, forget about how you feel. Logic will never change your state. But you must do something outrageous. Tell them, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling awesome, I'm feeling Wonderful. I'm feeling super good and it's getting better. Even if that's not what you're feeling at the moment, I bet you by the end of that statement, you will feel a little better than you was before. So learn to greet people with enthusiasm, because it is a gift you're giving to yourself. Whatever you give others is what you give to yourself. So remember, learn to greet them with joy. Greet them with love. Greet them with a smile. That is the easiest and the cheapest dress to wear. And it's the most beautiful dress you can wear. Greet people with a smile. Good morning. I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing wonderful. Learn to greet them with a smile, because you're doing it for you and not for anybody else. So if you really are serious in achieving your dream, if you really are serious in completing your task, if you really are serious in meeting to your in living up to your vision and your mission, you must learn to greet people with enthusiasm. Why do you do that? Because if you want to go farther, you need to walk with them. And the best way you can connect with them is first by greeting them with a smile. And I bet you always get a smile when you do that. It's difficult to see somebody greeting you with a smile and you don't do that. I know the town has become so skeptical in such a way that when somebody is smiling at you where you don't know that person, you just start looking at you in one kind of way. But begin with those you know. Greet them with a smile, greet them with vigor, greet them with power, greet them with positivity. Even if you're not feeling it, you are just doing it in advance. It's always a great day, whether it rains or not. It's always a great day. Whether you're feeling happy or not, it's always a great day. If you feel like it's not a great day, I believe, ask yourself, try missing one of the days, then you will know how great it is to be in the day. Greet people with enthusiasm. Tip number 4 in order to build a winning attitude, it has to do with take care of your health. Take care of your health. You cannot achieve your dreams, you cannot feel good if you don't take care of your health. Thomas Moffat said that your body is the only boss that you have that you will use to drive you throughout life. So why don't you take time to take care of your health? You cannot live well, you cannot have a positive attitude, it becomes challenging to achieve your dreams if you don't take care of your health. If you don't, it is said that okay, so people waste their time, you waste your youth neglecting your health and looking for wealth, and when you start growing older, you start using your wealth to struggle to see if you can regain your health. And your health once lost, it's a very challenging thing to come back. So take time out to take care of your health. How do you take care of your health? Try to do periodic exercises. Exercise has been proven to be one of the things that will help build a winning attitude in you. Early in the morning, try to do a little exercise. Get yourself involved in some humanitarian activity that helps build your health and also build your mind. Get yourself involved in spiritual activities. When it comes to spirituality, it does not have to do with only religion, it does not have to do with Christianity or Muslim. Get yourself involved in some spiritual activity. Get yourself involved with people. Eat the right things. Remember that the right things that are beneficial to your body are not necessarily those things that are expensive. Because I think fruits are one of the less expensive things we have in town now. And those are one of the things that you will need in order to build a good health. Try as much as you can. If possible, every day, make sure you eat at least one fruit. At least one of them. You must not take variety of them. Try and take at least one of them. If you can't, then once in a week or twice a week or even thrice a week, try to eat a fruit. It is very important. Eat vegetables. Drink a lot of water that is available to us in Bamenda, and in the northwest and southwest we have that blessing that we have potable water. Drink enough water. That's how you take care of your health. That's how you build your health, your attitude will increase, your positivity will increase, and when you face challenges while trying to complete that task, while trying to pursue your dreams, you will be able to overcome them. drink a lot of water, eat fruits, take a lot of vegetables, then try to minimize the number of carbohydrate intake you take a day. Try to minimize that. Not avoiding it, but try to minimize that. But what you need to have a good health is, first of all, you need a lot of water in your body, because most of the cells in your body are made up of water. You need fruits. Those are easily digestible and they have a lot of vitamins and a lot of nutrients. You need vegetables. Then carbohydrate is good for energy. But try to minimize the amount of carbohydrate you take a day. Try to minimize the amount of fufu you eat per day. Try to minimize the amount of gari you eat per day. Try to minimize the amount of gâteau you eat per day, because all of those stuffs most of the times are filled with carbohydrates. Take care of your health. We are still on building a winning attitude, and we've talked about, to build that winning attitude, one, you need to not judge each day by the weather. You need also to look for the good in every person and in every situation. You need to greet people with enthusiasm. You need to care for your health. And also, next thing you have to do to build a winning attitude, you need to feed your mind. You need to feed your mind. Your mind is like a garden. If you look at those women there at Pinyin quarters that grow water leaf, they will tell you that at the beginning of the farming season, what they plant on that farm is just water leaf. But what happens when they keep watering? The grass starts growing and even tries to overshadow the water leaf. Did they plant grass? No. They did not plant grass, but it is growing. That's how your mind is. If you don't take out time to feed your mind with the good, the clean, the positive, the beautiful, the amazing, then it is very obvious that your mind will become very, very, very polluted. Your mind will become very dirty. Your mind will become very negative. Negativity, for you to have a negative mind, you need not do something. Just sit without doing anything. Negativity will obviously creep into your mind. It will obviously creep into your mind. But if you want to have a positive mind, if you want to build a winning attitude, you need to take deliberate efforts to build that positive mind. And one of the ways to do that is try as much as possible to read something positive every day. Read something positive, listen to something positive, watch something positive, and why not do something positive? If you can't read, you should at least listen to something positive. If you can't even listen, you cannot hear, you should at least watch something positive. If you can blend all the three in your day, amazing. You have an amazing surge in your positivity. So, feed your mind with the good. Read, listen, watch, and do. That's how you build your mind towards positivity. That's how you build your mind towards positivity. Okay, no matter how tough it may be now in the Northwest and the Southwest, some of these places, I believe deep down within me that you can make it. I believe deep down within me that your dream is still within reach. I believe deep down within me that you need not go out of the Northwest and Southwest to make it. You can still make it. I deep down believe. But if you believe that you can, then only then can you find a way, because there is always a way to which you can use to make that task complete, to achieve your dream, and also to bring to fruition that thing that you cherish so much. There is always a way. It is left unto you to find a way. Let's get to the content once more. Find a way. That is a track by Bonsai's Kwakwa and Richard Kings. Find a way no matter how tough it is now. Find a way to be happy. Find a way to achieve your dreams. Find a way to make ends meet for your family. Find a way to be a good son or a good daughter. No matter how bad your parents may be, no matter how bad a child may be, find a way, Daddy, to love that child. Find a way to love that daughter. Find a way, Richard Kings and Bonsai's Kwakwa.
Hey, hey, Imoyama. Hey, 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 Imoyama. Hey, 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 Imoyama.
rod at the card. The dove swallowed the serpents. I break the chains and I'm free. I'm not in prison, but I've risen. Are you a slave as I was? I freed me so you can free you. We all slave to something, either drugs or money or alcohol or our ego, or our leaders who never keep their promises but deceive us, killing the future of the next generation, or musicians that are pornographic bullets in the minds of these innocent children. If I was to make a wish, I wish everybody was blind. I wish nobody ever died. I wish no God was God except the God in heaven. I wish the president serves and not the reverse. I pray to God to kill my pride. I only give me humility, cause we are becoming the refuse of humanity. Our selfish dreams of vanity, running helter-skelter, looking for things that can't give life. Be wise and seek wisdom, cause in the end you pay the price, pay the price.
Find a way to heal the world. We're losing space and time. See what we can do to live again. I know. Let the world be all our home. Let us cry and save it now. Let us live the way we can. Save the world. Save it
If people don't love you
now.
for who you are, just let it go. If some of the base you're good for it, but just let it go. That you are poor, them rich, them down on you, just let it go. To all my letters, if a guy breaks your heart, just let him go. If it's true love, I tell you my sis, he'll never let you go. To bear the cross is to wear the crown. To die is to live. To be down and nothing is to be up on something. My people refuse the wisdom given to them in the foolishness that be mocking God. Any word I speak is pregnant with a meaning. Ya be me Johnny, where? Not in your future, where? Lawishi man before you. Name me and get your culture. Mubtira rabbi culture. Tata mi bu am honey. Yon tell about God for big gapsi. Ya be born in money. Makacha me bani mi tumi na chame. Yeni sikisi andu yasi mo ibame. Yani fi bali sumuntini bang goda yamsi. Chumunyansi ni tembo de ayamsi. The tembo de ayamsi.
Find a way to heal the world. We're losing space and time. See what we can do to live again. I know. Let the world be all our home. Let us cry and save it now. Let us live the way we can. Save the world, save it now. Oh, Leo, Timielende. Imoyo, Lamayatero, Leo, Mambo, Timielende. Find a way to heal the world. We're losing space and time. Keep what we can do to live again.
Bonsai's Kwakwa and Richard Kings in that one. Find a way. To be down to nothing is to be up to something. To wear the cross is to wear the crown. That is what we have to take home today. To wear the cross is to wear the crown. To be down to nothing is to be up to something. Thank you, Bonsai's and Richard Kings, for that amazing track. Find a way to heal the world. Find a way to achieve your dreams. Find a way to make ends meet. Find a way to be a good citizen. Find a way to be a good daughter, a good son. Find a way to be a good father. Find a way to be a good mother. Deep down within you, you must believe you can. Then you can find that way, because there is always a way. Next tip for you to use in order to build a winning attitude: you need to find time out to be quiet. Find time out to be quiet. The world is so noisy that we get up in the morning, some of us get up in the morning, what we do is we just enter into music or into the TV and all that. When we go to town, we have a lot of noise. If you want to be creative in your life, you must find out time to be quiet. Find out time to be quiet. Why not take out 10 minutes in a day and just sit, do nothing, watch nothing, listen to nothing. Just close your eyes and meditate. Don't sleep, because some of you just close your eyes like this guy that I'm watching now, and now just close your eyes and you're sleeping. So take time out to be quiet. Begin with just 10 minutes a day. Just sit, don't do anything. Don't listen to music. Don't watch anything. Don't manipulate any stuff. Don't manipulate anything. Don't write. Don't just sit down quietly within you for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Take out time to be quiet. That is when your creativity gets foiled, get engineered. Silence is that single element from which great things fashion themselves. Take out time each day to be quiet. Look for somewhere quiet and sit. If it means you getting up earlier than you used to do in order to find time to be quiet, do it, because it is very essential for your health, it's essential for your creativity, and it's essential for those that are around you. Take out that time to be quiet. Then, one of the last but not the least tip we are sharing today on how to build a winning attitude, it is spend time with those you love. We always claim that, okay, I love my parents, I love my mother, I love my wife, I love this, I love that. Do you spend time with them? Do you do that? I always ask this question. If you are asked to go on a trip of no return in a ship, and that ship can take just 5 people, who are the 5 people that you're going to choose? You're asked to go on a trip, and that trip can take just 5 people. Who are those 5 people that you are going to choose to take along that trip, knowing that the trip is going to take a long while and you might spend your entire life with those 5 people? If you can write down those 5 people you will take on that trip, then the next thing is to ask yourself, are you spending enough time with those people now that you have the opportunity? Are you spending enough time with them? If not, pick up your phone, call them. Pick up your phone, call them. Why not pay them a visit? Spend time with those you love, because that helps to build you. That helps to re-energize you. That helps to build your positivity. That helps to make you build that winning attitude. Spend time with those you love. We have been tackling some suggestions that you can use to build a winning attitude. And we said that 1, you have to not judge each day by the weather. 2, you have to look for the good in every person and in every situation. 3, you must learn to greet people well, greet people with love, enthusiasm. You must learn to care for your health. You must learn to find time to be quiet. And you must also spend time with those you love. Ladies and gentlemen, if you practice these tips, you are going to become one hell of a positive thinker. You're going to become a great positive thinker, and you will see how your world, your dreams, your task, your challenges will all come to your beck and call. You see how you handle them without any problem, without any challenge, without any stress. Just practice this habit. I always tell people whenever I do a motivational talk, I tell them, at the end of this talk, don't just believe me, but try it. Try it, ladies and gentlemen. Then you can always get to us on 965-614-947. Then we will always see how we can work it out, and you can always get to us and confirm that actually I've been trying this and it is helping me. And I bet you should also know that when you try these things, you're going to get a lot of criticisms. You will get a lot of criticisms. They'll tell you, say, you start the one when. But you have to remember that Abraham, they call him Alexander Graham Bell, when he was doing experiments on how to create the phone, that's how they were laughing at him. But in the end, when he succeeded to do that, the whole world was applauding. The Wright brothers is the same thing with the Wright brothers. The Society of Engineers told them that a metal object could never fly, and they were laughing at them. But that fateful morning in 1902, when they flew the first plane, those same people who were criticizing them were the same people who were clapping for them. The same thing with Thomas Alva Edison, when he was trying 10,000 times to get the light bulb to shine. I believe the neighbors were laughing at him and telling him, guy, leave that in so. You don't need to try, you need to go, you're not going to leave and so. But when he succeeded to get the light bulb to shine, they were the people who clapped for them. Find out, you'll get to understand. Most of the people who were laughing at you when you were in your secondary school days are those, because you were reading too much, you were doing a lot of research, are those who are coming to you nowadays to either ask for a job or to borrow some money. So when you're trying to practice a positive attitude, be ready for criticisms, but don't relent your effort. Keep pushing, because your dream is more valuable than the impressions of others. Let's get the last track for the day. I will get Hustle. I want you to give us Hustle by Mao. Hustle for us. That will usher us into the last slot of the day, which is our motivational talk and poetry.
hustle.
Since the Ghana be don't talk about no food for lazy man. And if you bolo every day, but to be a strong man. If you continue for bolo, save your family no go lack. You go get enough man for your tie go back. Every sharp man they come up for quarter for go hustle. Men in the for quarter, no one we hustle. Only one the top of the shit at the quarrel. When you come and make the accident for one bottle, or do for one pass, in the track the XP. For climb manifest next shop. You ain't men and it's a police cell. To my college on the picture of a year more fair. The only one who walk a jogging and men that said. We like broker as they come up for there. They know the fear, even if not near it get. They go only one for walk a certain night you get. I say men the fear, know the green here. Go on a different level rap, it's a man. That means every year on my one be not the man. No man, no one, they for back some man on my one. Go for bar for go give one. So that the next shop name will spin round and bang. No go even get sang. If you continue so nigga, I beg you going down. You go finally one time. You go come up for quarter, go hustle. 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 Come up for quarter, go find 'em. Come up for quarter, go bolo. Come up for quarter, go struggle. I say come up for quarter, go hustle. Every day I say we the bolo. And then day for quarter, no one bolo. Only one the top the bolo. I beg help them, give them choco. Every day I say we the bolo. And then day for quarter, no one bolo. Only one the top the bolo. I beg help them, give them choco. The white men they know one hustle. They don't know city life on a jungle. If you want make a boy, you must struggle. No she done for quad the whole bottle. Every sharp man they come up go bolo. Men and they quad they know one green bolo. Only one the top the post. Check your own wise, no the reply that post. I say yes, don't turn anaconda. This and boko men and done the post panda. Some more time you go post. Now you come.
Comme FM 98.5 FM.
Mottanni, your attitude, your power. Permit me talk to you about this disease. It is responsible for putting more people in the unemployment roll or shomankam. It is responsible for ending a lot of people's marriages, ending a lot of friendships and relationships. It is creating more disturbances and disasters in our beloved country, making a lot of people unhealthy and sick. This disease is creating a lot of harm than all other diseases combined. This disease is called negative thinking. Negative thinking causing us to always envisage the penalties of failure rather than the rewards of success. Negative thinking causing us to always expect the worst and forget the best. Negative thinking causing us to give up at the first instance or the first side of an obstacle instead of getting up. It is time to say no and build a winning attitude, for it is your attitude rather than your aptitude that determines your attitude, your altitude. Building a winning attitude has to do with us understanding that failure is an event, not a person. That yesterday really did end with last night, and today is a brand new day for you to start all over. Build a winning attitude and understand that success, a win, does not make you, and failure, a loss, does not break you. Build a winning attitude and understand that you have to be mature enough to delay gratification and shift your rights and shift your focus from your rights to your responsibilities. Build a winning attitude and get to understand that others will give you pleasure, but genuine pleasure comes when you do things for others. Build a winning attitude and understand that expecting the best build a winning attitude and get to understand that you have to expect the best. You have to prepare for the worst, and you have to capitalize on what comes. Build a winning attitude and understand that you can get all you want in life if and only if you help enough people get what they want. Build a winning attitude and understand that you can dream if you can dream it, if you can believe it, if you can think it, if you can work it, then you can achieve it. Build a winning attitude and understand that whatever you're going through right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass, because life is a circle. Your attitude, your power.
Mommy, Mottanni, Mottanni, Mottanni.
To be angry is easy, but to be angry at the right person, at the right time, at the right reason, and at the right degree is what makes it not easy. It's been Mottanni on FM 98.5, the radio for peace and development, benefiting from the technical and experiential assistance of To Clinton and our station boss, Real Awamiku Power, Ramp, and also benefiting from the lady on our commercial service, our City Bell. Special thanks to YG Incorporated, Curious Minds Book Club, and the Greens International for contributions, and to continue being unstoppable, relentless, and inspired to achieve and be more. Get to me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest with the handle MO20A2NI, MO20A2NI, and on WhatsApp and Telegram only 695-614-947. 695-614-947. Until next edition, ladies and gentlemen, bask in the flames of your greatness, and Mia Nkakatonto, very well, a young